Exclusive. YouTube don't want me to be heard. Those last two videos I posted, you see they got 0 views. Well, the one previous to the last one had views. Somebody was watching it and it disappeared again. So I guess somebody doesn't want me to be heard. I don't know why. I don't really care. Consistency, right? So yeah, if you get it, you get it. If they stop you from getting it, I guess they were strong enough to defeat it. I don't even make money from this. I get nothing from this. I don't know. I guess the message is just that powerful enough that needs that type of attention. So without further ado, oh man, you get these physical urges, and they always want to satisfy. And they have a subsequent connection to a reason, like this why, that's why. When you dive more into this conversation with yourself, such as, this is happening to this body, this is not happening to my soul. This is happening to this body in this frequency, not my soul. So, or not my spirit, or my light force, or whatever you want to call it. It's not happening to that. It's happening to the physical body. It's easy to get these two things mixed up real fast. Like, you'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened to me. If everything you are is of everything, it's not happening to you. It's happening to the things you were made of. It gets real deep. It gets real deep. And that whole pull is subsequently the value of the attachment or involvement. You wanting to be involved in certain things. So then you have to have jurisdiction or some guidelines to this involvement, i.e., a certain way things should be taking place, a certain criteria things should be done, a certain tempo things should be moved, a certain characteristic trait you should carry to yourself when doing certain things. And these are all temperaments to the spiritual energy immersed into its flesh. Being so immersed into the flesh, it's forgetting that it's a spirit with the physical body having a physical experience. And the more you get attached to the physical things, the less. And it was deep, because a real good friend of mine told me one day, they were like, you don't want to stay in there too long because you might not come back. And I was like, ain't that the point? To get up and go, to go so high up that, you don't want to be. And see, like, you try to stay and you want to have a tangible reason to make that reason more important, so forth as in life. But life is going to let you down. These things are going to let you down constantly. And the only thing that won't let you down is the fact of what came with you. The true thing that you really are. Your true self, that's always going to be with you. The outside things are going to die away. So trying to be more attached to this physical plane once you came is something that you can never do, because even this plane withers away. So knowing that you're not this plane of existence, even though you're made up of these things of this plane of existence, see, that broadens the mind field. Taking retrospect of one's things, one's components, one's personal items in their carry bag when going on a mission, Putting the items together, all these little things. You have to do this with yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you have to understand what that's like. And most people start compiling up understandings of outside understandings, like saying, well, I got my shaving cream, I got my razors, I got my hat, my socks, my drawers, or I got my lipstick, I got my pocketbook, got my purse. See, these things are retrospects to the physical understanding when in fact they're not tangible to your reality. Your reality is what's unseen. What's unseen. The light force that holds you together. You can't see it. You just know it's there and you know it leaves the body. So fleeting is every experience. When in all, the whole life itself is one great experience and you're living it very slow. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, like, mathematical value shows you to understand the circumference of everything taking place and involvement, to the fact that knowing that involvement is the reason of being in place. That's the placement. So the sun is involved with the action of having you being able to see existence in this vibration. There are higher existences. You see what I'm saying? Like, even if you were able to peer out that far, the constitution of how you would understand this concept of reality is not even fortuitous for a person of this vibration. You still would have to leave this vibration of energy. There are minerals and other things that are unknown to your circumference of even dialing in to give it a turn. More or less understand what to do with it. So with that being said, in different altitudes, you're going to have to put down every makeup that this contract signs in this vibration and be able to subsequently place your spiritual energy in outer or higher circumference energies that have mineralistic probabilities that will formulate into a new body for that spiritual, that spiral tail, or that spiritual, or that force that gives you the motion to stand firm on this particular vibration. It gets deep. See what I be talking, and I know they don't, because everybody, you know why? Because that's why you can hear everybody, because they not talking what you need to hear. So they're going to let everybody talk. Yeah, people going to get paid for doing nothing because it keeps you here. Yeah, of course. Everybody's super popular. They finally getting there. they like, yo, I've been doing it. Even when the old heads do is like, yo, I'm this old, I'm this age, and I look this good, and I've been doing it for this long. And I'm like, yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's like the ego is like, rah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so deep right now. And I'm like, wow. You can see, you can even hear, the existence that we living in screaming. You can hear outside screaming. Once you understand what it really is, it's no purpose to be here. You move everything out in one motion because we're all connected in one collective thought. One person is not going to understand and everybody else is not going to get the wave eventually. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like, aha, oh shit, I know, it came to me. Nah, it collectively hit everybody, or it hit this first spark and then dwindled through everything. That's what light do. So it's going to travel, it's going to ripple anyway. But if they can keep your mind in some type of stasis format, what's going to happen is ultimately it'll skip you because you'll be focused on other things. And you ultimately just stay trapped. You know what I'm saying? But hey, or whatever words you want to use to the subsequent